justice. Even now, this is it is his world that is paralyzed. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
And now, with the following collection of
Here with Inside the Game, we're going to get this one straight underway. It's IDKFA versus UQ in EuroCup 12. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are live.
Lining up on ET Ice. On the Aaron side, we have IDKFA.
See Frack, Godchild, Xylos, Sem, and Milk. Most notably, IDKFA have the luxury of being able to leave Krajor on the bench. On the Team UQ side, we have Raven Eye Mystic, Xpaz, Jaffo, Jauhis, and XJessX, aka Saint. JessX coming in with one-man Panzerfaust, but here comes Sem. One boom! Out he goes, and Jihad's down himself. Frack gonna make his way around. Jauhis will get that grenade frag in on him. We look at the command post area, which has not been built, but the main entrance, aka the the service door, has been picked up. So, dynamite in there. Xylos is gonna try and make his way forward. Rifle nade coming in. Ozzy and Xylos sent orbital, and Jauhis will get picked off by Godchild, aka Lotix's Thompson. Now, Jaffo, MP40 frag coming in on Sen. Gonna get challenged down by Milk here. Whips out the pistol, and in he goes. We are now gonna look at a full push coming in from the IDKFA side. They're going to try and make their way around as we just follow. Who are we following here? We have Milk that's just going to lock down on. They've got the service door and whole area just locked down. They have Xylos there with the rifle nade, and they have Milk with the Panzer. That's the job they've got to do. They just want to hold on. Lock down an area and hold on to that service door. And a rifle nade is like putting a Panzerfaust in on TCW in that, but times it by twice. Very close quarters, put the rifle nade in, you can get a couple, toss the grenades down. Jaffo and Mystic unable to get through that service door right now, so grenade spam is coming in, but they have forced the IDKFA side to fall back. Sem sits in there, medic in hand. Now Jauhis, one, and a team kill. Team kill revive, I would guess, as Jaffo hits the deck, but Mystic is going to try and make his way down through Allied side, capping that full bunker as well. Mystic will make his way back through, and they have claimed that service door area as IDKFA push through the middle to try and reclaim that flag some more, but Jauhis strikes him down as the Axis side siege out of that flag. Ozzy is now at the service door. Little bit of the lean. Jauhis was expecting it. He ran grenade prime, but Ozzy got him, and now Jaffo going to make his way around. Sem in with a Thompson frag. Mystic with a grenade forward. He's going to go for the revive on Sem, and those two Finlandian medics will make their way through. There is Jaffo 1, Xpaz 2, but Sem from the side will finish off Jaffo, and as we look around on the other parts of the map, IDKFA will send Frack trying to go down long and get that flag back, but it is not to be. And now the IDKFA side just hold off. They're going to hold. They're going to respawn up. They're going to have JessX just lead the charge in from the long route. Sem's grenade comes in on Xpaz, and now with 9:20 on the clock, we're going to give you an ETTV sync up in just a moment as Saint has locked down and has in fact secured the hill area. Dynamite yellow, dynamite diffused in fact by Xylos on the side wall area. So here's your ETTV sync up. 9 minutes and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Self-kill comes in from the Allied side, and now we are seeing exactly what you'd expect from ET Ice, and that is a full hold in its entirety. The Axis team have got nowhere, and IDKFA have locked down every avenue, and where you may see an RTCW game like this played out with airstrikes clearing out the top level. Right now, the rifle nade has locked down that middle area so well, and the combination of medics has held on that now the Allied side are in such a great position that they don't need to worry about the Axis. Now, did make one slight mistake earlier. UQ and IDKFA have played before. However, if I'm not mistaken, it was not in EuroCup 12. So, here we go. Xpaz is going to make his way forward. A Raven Eye is there, bounces the rifle nade off that back wall. The three of them will combine now for the Axis team. There's the rifle nade coming in, it misses. Milk will follow up with 1, 2. Ozzy double grenade seals the deal, and there is Xylos coming in. Ozzy will take that frag from Xylos, and that is what, that is what makes this map so not great for enemy territory. You can just lock down that service door area so easily, and really it can make it a touch repetitive. But we'll see as Raven Eye comes in with the K-43 frag, dropping Sem. Jauhis and Xpaz both out. Frack and Milk coming in with those frags. Xylus puts in another rifle nade and the Garand, and UQ will lose Ravenite and Jaffo, and now the IDKFA side will push forward for the flag self-kill, and that will allow Team UQ to lead through the service door. They're going to try and fight for it, but Ravenite's rifle nade, he's done that 2 or 3 times. He'll put it off that back wall, and it'll just bounce back too far, and won't do any damage to the allied side. But here come UQ. They have 2. The revives need to go in. Too slow from Mystic, and Milk will claim that frag, and that should have been an earlier revive. Between 3 medics, not 1 revive. I'd call that shambolic. UQ making their way forward with Jaffo. Now they make their way forward. It's going to be Xylus and Frank coming up with 2 quick frags, stopping them, and Mystic will edge his way through that service door. And now UQ have found a hole, and they need to fill it with finished bodies very, very quickly, because they are not getting through quick enough. Ravenite still sits in the service door, and that top level, though, is Mystic, and he will move on these documents shortly. It's Mystic versus Aussie. 2 EuroCup semi-finalists going head-to-head here, a Finn and a Swede, and it will be the Finn that falls to his death in escapist movements to try and get away from Aussie. Allied side recapping that forward bunker. Thompson shots coming in, and the Allied self-kill, and there is no push coming from the Axis team just yet. So, there's Jaffo still in and around that service door area. He's taking shots from the front, from the back. Xylus is down. Jaffo did get him, but he couldn't get the gib in time because he was surrounded by 3 allied medics, and that was that. So, here come UQ back for the flag again. They will move. Jaffo may just have bought some time to make sure that it's not a full IDKFA push for this flag, but those who are covering long are in there. It's Godchild and Frack, and I won't lie to you, this is exactly what you expect from ICE, a full hold. But the objectives have been picked up on the other side. It is Jauhis that has them. Let's lock him down. Where is Jauhis now? He is making his way on that top level. 5:38 on the clock. Jauhis has the docks in the docks room, the Allied tower, and coming around from the right-hand side, Sem will drop down. Jauhis didn't see him. Sem's making his move through, and Jauhis will get dropped by Sem. And, well, that was short-lived, let's put it that way, as the Allied side will now come back and set up, but Ravenite is in position. He may go for a spawn camping rifle nade, will miss it. Ravenite not been on top form of that rifle nade so far in this game, been a little disappointing from the player that we now expect so much from, and perhaps, you know, that's my own expectations getting in the way there, but here we go. Jauhis going to make his way forward. Xylus will get double-teamed by Saint and Jauhis now, and Jauhis will edge his way forward. Allied side have returned those docks now as they just timed out, but making his way up the ladder is Jauhis. Allied spawn is going to come shortly. Jauhis will grab those documents for the second time shortly, but tosses the grenade down to the front entrance. Does not get it, grabs those docks. Sam and Aussie will double-team him out, and that is that. That attack quickly dealt with, and rather than 2 medics attacking the IDKF side as a unit, they have 1 going for docks on the right hand side and taking on the spawn, and they have 1 on the left hand side, and IDKFA 2-on-1 and 2-on-1. You gotta expect players of that quality to win it, and they did. Now UQ going to make their way forward. 4 minutes and 32 on the clock as UQ have Saint pushing forward through the main entrance. Jauhis is going to go down. It'll be Saint to make his way through, tosses the grenade up, but Aussie has waited. And you spy the Allied side have now dropped back to a second phase of this defense, and they're just holding off a touch because they know that UQ are starting to make a little headway. But saying that, 3 frags coming in for the IDKFA side, and Aussie and Xylus will make the move through the service door. They're going to be met up by 2 UQ players. It's Xpaz going to charge him down. Self-kill's coming in, grenade launch forward, and UQ will live to fight another day, and they'll make this push through. But again, they will be met by Sem, Milk, and Xylus, and they're going to milk this one for everything they can. UQ self-kill, Jaffo, Xpaz, and Mystic, and now Xylus is ready with that rifle nade, ready to rock, but the assault has not come through. The push has come long. Ravenite switched up from rifle nade to medic, and as he goes long, he picks up the MP40 frag there on Godchild. Jauhis dropped by Milk. Mystic coming back with a vengeance frag. Xylus with a rifle nade, sending 1 back through the sky. Xylus grand 1, 2. The Italian's on song here, but Jaffo will finally drop him. Jaffo going to get dropped. Xpaz makes his way through the front entrance. 2 quick revives, well done by Ravenite and Mystic, respectively, as they come up with 2 revives on 2 teammates, and now UQ have 5 players making the move for the documents. Saint is the only one on the top level. He will be challenged down by the Swede, Aussie, and now the Allied side are about to get siege from both sides. Aussie coming up from the rear is Ravenite, and Ravenite will collect those docks as Mystic seals the deal on Aussie's life, but there is Frack. Frack going to get dropped down out by Mystic. Oh, Raven Eyes dropped down with the docks. He's been picked off by Frag, but now UQ will move these documents away as quickly as they possibly can. Mystic is through the service door. He has backup covering his 6. Raven Eye Thompson. Milk, though, will drop Raven Eye. And the IDKFA side are coming. And they have, in fact, got the 4 bunker. Mystic is at the command post waiting on ammo to respawn. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's down. Aussie will get him. And the Swede strikes back, returning to enemy territory, has come in with a huge frag there, returning those objectives. It was the quick movement of getting that flag, while the UQ side, well, they were as fast as they could have been moving those documents away, but just wasn't fast enough. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. This is ITG bringing you EuroCup ET. Sem putting some shots down as the Allied side move around, and they flank Raven Eye and Saint as they cap that forward bunker, reclaim it, and now UQ are in a difficult position. They have the Allied side are still fighting out for that, and Sem now will self-kill, and that may in fact give the Allied side some Thompson, the Axis side some Thompsons, as Saint on the prowl will push through. He's got 3 to aim at, and he'll be sent up in the air and then plucked down. Clay Pigeon shooting from IDKFA as Milk will make his way forward. 1 minute and 48 seconds to go. IDKFA have been electric, is all that can be said. And now we will see as Milk makes his way down. Mystic and Raven are coming in with a frag. Sam and Aussie both down. Aussie's just bypassing that flag. I'm not sure quite what he was going for. The documents haven't been picked up. I thought perhaps he was making a move on a dock carrier that I didn't see, but not to be. Xylos with the Garand. Self-kills coming in from the UQ side. Mystic is up at the parts, but they know he's there. Mystic collects the documents. Plucked out in mid-air. That has dropped them, has it? Oh, it's dropped them just outside the command post area right up there. And Aussie with 1 has picked up 2 frags. In fact, as Raven Eye is down, and he'll be collecting MP40s for dinner. And those documents are in a precarious position, just knelt over outside the document location. Xpaz spies them. He makes his way through. Allied side cap that 4 bunker. 60 seconds remain on the clock. You with ITG as we follow Xpaz as he tries to get himself through. Saint is there as well. Aussie, though. Luger frag coming in. He's dropped 2. Allied side return the documents, but Aussie's about to be sieged down. Another Luger frag coming in. It's a combination of Aussie and Mystic here. Forward they go. They know that if they can dispose of this attack, then they will win the game. Good game's already been called by UQ, in fact. And that is that for UQ and IDKFA on round 1 of ICE. It is a full hold as we go into garbage time. You're with ITG. We will be right back.
You are a young, up-and-coming, computer-savvy individual. You're both wired and jacked in with every conceivable mobility gadget at your fingertips. You are a fully modern creature, driving in the fast lane on the information superhighway. So what is this piece of archaic infrastructure doing in your house? Speakeasy is proud to present OneLink, a nationwide dedicated DSL connection that does not require a telephone landline. Why bother paying up to $40 a month to keep that phone line around just for your DSL? With Speakeasy's OneLink, you don't need to. You get a dedicated line that offers a superior connection and all the features of DSL, crazy fast speeds, a higher quality network, intelligent support without the hassle of that old-fashioned landline. Do yourself a favor and visit www.speakeasy.net to order Speakeasy's OneLink DSL service today. Put that extra $40 a month to good use and treat yourself to a lot of triple shot, half fat, no foam, extra hot, sugar-free, no whipped hazelnut mocha lattes.
You're back with ITG. We're waiting on 5 players to ready up as UQ have to full hold IDKFA here on ICE, possibly the most boring map in enemy territory, and I say that with absolute severity. Sincerity is what I'm looking for. Here we go. We are going to get this one underway as IDKFA literally swamped UQ, and UQ did get through a few more times than perhaps a full hold would suggest, but they never looked like moving those documents beyond IDKFA. 1 time Mystic got to that command post, and 1 time only. And he was met up by Aussie, who reclaimed it, and Aussie had a good game. If we can whip out the stats for Aussie, Aussie 15 and 15. Top fragger was Sam at 18 for 22. On the UQ side, Xpaz 5 for 23. He did deliver 1,800 points of damage, though, so nearly 1,900, which was still lower than his other teammates, but you look at Mystic, who delivered just 200 more, did get 15 frags, so Xpaz a little unlucky to only be getting the 5 there, but here we go. Dynamite defused on the main entrance by UQ. That is a good start for them. Let's give you another ETTV sync-up in just a moment as the IDKFA side respawn up. So the ETTV sync-up is 11 minutes and 9, 8, 7, 6. The faust into the face of Freck, and that will be that. Here we go. Godchild going to make his way forward. In fact, he's going to be bounced up by a rifle nade as he is launched over a box. He pushes forward now. He's going to get dropped. Oh, he's getting a self-kill. And the IDKFA will respawn, and UQ will try and lock down. Ravenite coming through with the Luger frag in on Aussie. Xylos and Frack will make their way through, backed up by Sem. Rifle nade ping to the back. It does connect. Ravenite down and out for the count as now we spy Godchild making his way down to the left-hand side. Into the flag goes Xylos. Xylos pushing forward. Saint double Panzerfaust. Jauhis Thompson coming in. Nicely done by UQ, who rack up 3 quick frags, but still the assault comes from the Axis side. Milk and Xylos respawning, leading the charge in, backed up by Frack and Sem, and they will be charged down as UQ have Jauhis and Jaffo, the JJ combo, sitting outside that flag room. Rifle nade goes over their heads. It's Ravenite that will be dropped, and Sem getting pushed down. And now Frack is going to get challenged by Jaffo, not to be. 10 minutes and 10 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. Frack headshot. Bye bye. Jaffo comes in, and Frack said hello. But Jaffo was only ever saying goodbye, and Frack will get the gib, and it will be gibbed as well. So UQ looking pretty strong right now. IDKFA have Xylos running into that flag, but Jaffo will connect with him. And now IDKFA just again mauled down by UQ, and really they're just without a hope, without a clue of getting this flag. And really they're about to be full held, and they're about to be punished for picking this map. That's right, IDKFA are to be punished for picking a map of such terrible, terrible, terrible balance. It's true. Anyway, Frack and Milk coming in, Jauhis and Ravenite coming up with 2 frags, with a frag apiece, and now it will be more grenades just launched down by Ravenite. He gets another grenade frag, will give it another, and then Jauhis will actually get picked up by Mystic's grenade himself, and Jaffo and Mystic will lay the MP45 down. So UQ locked down this fire. Sem comes up with 1. There's Mystic and Ravenite coming back with 2 of their own, and UQ will just live to fight another day in this flag. They may have actually ran out of medics, because Jauhis is down. Where is Mystic? Mystic will go forward, revive Jauhis, and they are back up in business medic-wise, as Saint will push forward. Saint is going to launch a support fire pretty shortly, I would guess. If not, he's going to tap out and respawn. I guess that was his plan. As here come the IDKFA side, 5, 6 players, 2 to the left-hand tunnel, 4 to the right. And Ravenite with a rifle nade blows Sam up, but he gets a revive. And now the IDKFA side push forward. Sam rifle nade. Ravenite blown away, gets a dose of his own medicine. Another rifle nade coming in from Sam, drops Jaffo. But then Sam in the doorway, just annihilated by Jauhis' double Thompson frag. And Xpaz in there as well. Milk down, Aussie down. And this really, as Godchild comes up with 1 MP40 frag, he's not down and out for the count, but he is. Ravenite Garan goes in. And this really is as one-sided as it seems. The Axis team, the Allied team on ice are so heavily stacked that they could play with 4 players. Doesn't matter who it is. The Axis on ice could play with 4 players. And that is why IDKFA are not getting this flag. It is why UQ were full held. And it's why for the next 7 minutes and 45 seconds, we will be talking about how paint dries on walls. Dries by a process of air and evaporation. And now on the Golf Channel, we'll talk to you about swinging your golf cue. Sam coming forward from the left-hand side. Godchild making his way through. Jauhis with a grenade in on Frack. Xylos is there as well. There is Jaffo. Double Thompson in. Jaffo will get venged out by Godchild. Saint is being pushed back to the flag as IDKFA will go through and gap that 4 bunker for the first time this map. And they have the reinforcements to make sure they keep that 4 bunker. They did not get the dynamite planted earlier on, remember. So they are in a little bit of trouble. They have to get that done. They can only push long. IDKFA 3-man self-kill as Mystic and Xpaz will push forward and defend the hill. They have Saint now making his move around to the top level, and he's going to either drop down and try and go for the flag, or he's just going to avenge these players. He is going to go straight for the flag, but Xylos is going to meet him, and Milk will converge. Mystic and Jaffo coming forward, and they're just laying the fire down that side entrance. Frack will pick himself up a team kill and 2 others. I don't think that's quite the hat-trick he was hoping for, but 6:40 on the clock. IDKFA in all sorts of trouble if they really want to get this objective. I'm guessing if they picked ice, they knew how crap it was, and they know that there's a secret tunnel somewhere that will allow them to get the objective. I mean, I'm guessing that, because otherwise, you know, they need their heads examined. So, rifle nade from Ravenite coming in, follows it up with a grand, drops Milk. Frack is making his way around the outside, will push around to the left-hand side of that wall, and will now edge down into the gully, and will just run away from anything that looks like an objective, as we spy fire coming down from the top level with Jaffo, Xpaz, and Mystic, and now we have got Jauhis and Ravenite on the bottom level, so Team UQ are set up and ready to rock here as we have 5:55 on the clock right now. Jauhis coming forward, Frack Thompson 1-2, Mystic getting another 2, anything you can do, I can do better, says the Finnish superstar, and now UQ looks strong, but Milk has made his way out from that service door, and that is possibly where there is to be a hole. The rifle nading ability on ice, especially with a player of the quality, wow, Ozzy has just gone through, Mystic jumped over him, and Ozzy may now be able to make a push on the objective. Ozzy comes forward, drops Jaffo, Xpaz, turns, shoots. Is Ozzy going to get this one? Oh, that was close. That was close. Xpaz, you only need to tickle him and he'd be dead. And Mystic will have to take the blame for that one. He jumped over the Swede. Literally. He jumped over him. I don't know whether Ozzy is like super slim or something and you can't see him, but he jumped over him. Anyway. UQ have pushed Ravenite forward. Oh no, he's just going for the self-kill. What I was about to say prior to Ozzy getting jumped over was that I don't think UQ are really utilizing Ravenite's skills in his rifle nading ability and how easy it is, you know, to rifle nade in that middle section. I think my Grand could rifle nade in that middle section, the service door area. Ravenite comes up with a Grand, drops Frack. Ravenite then gets raged up the backside from Ozzy, and now Milk, Sem, and Xylos. Whoa, we'll get blown away by the support fire of Xpaz. The first frag on Xylos went to Jaffo in a two-man Thompson kill, but then Xpaz sealed the deal with a double support fire and a Gib, and that locked down that attack. So, here come IDKFA. Ozzy will make his way forward. Again, unchallenged in that service door. There is Ravenite now making the push in. Ravenite is going to get dropped. There is Jauhis. Jauhis being challenged down by Ozzy. Ozzy, stunning stuff there. Ozzy, oi, 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 as he comes up with two great SMG frags and will now make his move outside. Onto that middle level he goes with 4:10 on the clock. Ozzy grenade forward, and now IDKFA perhaps have a little a room to maneuver in this Axis base. At least Ozzy does. Ozzy's made his way forward. Jauhis is going to come forward. Xylos is going to get challenged. Ozzy plunged 2 stories down as Xylos came forward and he got dropped as well. Godchild is out at 2, and IDKFA, their bodies litter the Axis fortress as they get absolutely nowhere with a 4-man push that all got out of the service door, and you would have to expect a little bit more from them on their own map. I have to question the reason they picked this map, and I will do for the rest of my life. But Xylos and Godchild coming up, double MP40. Ozzy follows up with a grenade, 3 quick frags. UQ answer back with 2, make that 3. Godchild, MP40 and Frack in as well. They have Ravenite and Jaffo down, and now they have the objective in their sights. This is why they picked the map. One of them's going to take that objective. They seem like none of them want it. They get it. Frack drops it down. UQ in a whole world of trouble. Only a rifle nade coming in from Ravenite's not to be. Frack has bypassed the service door right now. He will drop down left, and any second now he will pass the command post room. He does do exactly that. Let's try and lock down anyone from the Axis team from the Allied team who could stop him. I don't see them. Saint is going to make his way forward. Ravenite is there. He has gone forward, but Ravenite has taken out Godchild. Rather than utilizing that rifle nade, he charged forward. He may have done something, but he hasn't, and that is that. Ravenite downed. Saint and Mystic both out, and there we have 2 minutes and 43 seconds left on the clock. The objective has been capped, and it is 1-0 to IDKFA. The favourites of EuroCup are in trouble. You are inside the game. We're going to get this one back underway. UQ versus IDKFA. UQ 1 map down. If they lose Supply Depot, their map, they're out of it. Let's give you an ET. TV sync up as UQ start on the Allied side. 14 minutes and 53, 52, 51. Saint pushing forward with the Panzerfaust. A hop, a skip, a jump, a shot, and a 1-man frag. Frack down, and Saint will now make the push as the Allied support fires are nowhere to be seen. The Axis support fires are just too late, in fact, is what I meant to say. And UQ edging through. They have Ozzy down, and now it will be Interface, the AKA that will get challenged out as Interface will push away. Now Ozzy will just hold off in the back. Jaffo's going to challenge him down. Jaffo versus Ozzy here. In the side, the UQ team have 1, 2, 3, 4 quick frags up there, and UQ will try pushing the ascendancy here, but the medics are all gone for IDKFA. It's just Interface the Estonian to hold them off at the flag, and he will do no such thing. And in 51 seconds, that flag has been capped. The dynamite has been planted with seconds on it, and that is very, very good from the UQ team. That's a little bit more like it as they push forward. Now UQ will have 1, 2, 3, 4 players just holding off in that side entrance. We look at the dynamite to blow in 6 seconds, and that from UQ is just the answer they needed to a one-map defeat to IDKFA. Now we push forward. IDKFA could be in trouble here because now we're not on ice. They don't have the surprise factor of a terrible map that you would not expect anyone to pick in their arsenal. And now they're going to come up against the UQ side, who A, will be furious that they had to play such a crap map, and B, will be looking for victory even more so. Archie raining in from Aussie. 1, 2, 3. Hello. And UQ will just call that attack over, as that was pretty abrupt right there. Now we push forward. RavenEye and XPaz is going to make their way. In fact, the UQ team are just going to hold off. They have XPaz and Intel making sure no one jumps them. There is Saint tripping over a landmine that I'm pretty sure he already saw. Frank comes up with an RT. 1, 2, 3. One of them was a team kill, but it did the damage nevertheless. 2 opponents down, and the spam is looking good for the IDKFA side. There's another grenade coming in from Godchild. Mystic blown away, and IDKFA are putting the seconds on the board as RavenEye hop skips and falls onto the weapon of Interface, and UQ are getting nowhere fast, and the seconds are coming back to IDKFA. We're making the second stage, the command post stage, worth fighting for. Now, coming forward is Xylos. We'll go for the self-kill. He got the K-43 frag in on RavenEye, but I guess he got picked up. Yes, he did. And now they go again. XPaz backed up by Saint and Jauhis. There they go. Rifle coming from Xylos. And now they push forward. Interface down. Godchild MP40 still going. Sam with the MP40 comes back. Mystic is going to get it revived from Jaffo after he came up with a Thompson frag. Saint, though, the covert ops has been dropped. And there's the support fire from Fact, leaving Jauhis on his own. In fact, he has Jaffo for company. Jaffo is at that command post, but Jauhis is now going to join him up. Jauhis has the ammo to finish it off, but Godchild will say enough is enough, take a cyanide pill, and say goodbye. Here we go. The respawn is on for the Axis team. Frack is going to make his way forward. Aussie is there as well, and Godchild will drop down. The command post will get blown shortly, but the UQ side are already down at the east entrance. Interface down, not gibbed, picked up. Jauhis and Saint will now push through. Saint just spams his grenade forwards, and self-kills will change class from covert ops. And UQ funnel towards this East Depot wall entrance, and with 11 minutes and 33 seconds to go, they have 4 or 5 players in that area. The support fire is about to rain in. Artie from Aussie, 1, 2, revive comes in. No, it's not going to happen, and RavenEye now in. The dynamite will, it will get armed. The grenade was there, and Xylos has been gibbed by the artillery, and that means there is no hope of defusing that dynamite. Interface support fire will take out Jaffo, and now that dynamite ticks away. The time is 11 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock, and UQ are starting to make headway through the IDKFA defense. It will blow in 9 seconds, and that was it was a clever plant there. They had the artillery on it, but when they lost the first engineer, RavenEye went in between artillery bombs, and he got it just before Xylos could get revived, and then that gibbed him as well. So, Sam is in position, 14 minutes and 46 on the clock. RavenEye challenged down by Sam there. Mystic came in with a Thompson frag, and now it will be Jaffo to make his way through that front entrance, unchallenged by the IDKFA defense, and Jaffo actually was finally taken down in the back, but big weakness there in the IDKFA defense. Now Sem is down. No, there's no one to stop them on the right-hand side. Look at Mystic. Mystic's made the jump up, and he is in position to be a real nuisance to his opponents right here, as Frack will get picked apart there. Mystic just playing on the wires as he was boosted up over the West Depot wall, and now Mystic will drop down, get himself a weapon, and that will cost him his life. Godchild says, "Don't you know not to play with guns?" Well, Mystic didn't, I'm sorry. 10 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. On that top level, there is just one man. It is Godchild, a.k.a. Lotix, and Lotix will fall all the way back to the... oh, he's got back up there. In fact, he's meeting him. No, he's not. He is just going to hold behind the construction area. And UQ are foolish not to push here. I don't know why they haven't pushed, because they're alive. RavenEye is going to make his way through. Interface has been dropped by his teammate Godchild. And now they will fall back. I have to say, that was not wise from UQ. They had just one man up there, and they waited too long, and now Interface and Godchild have combined. Raveneye is down, Jaffo's picked them up. Jaffo is now against Godchild and Interface. Self-kill comes in, and UQ's decision not to attack there has been costly. Panzerfaust to go up, Jassex into the face of Xylos, and goodbye to the Italian, as Jassex will get dropped by Interface's grenade, and his own grenade will give him, and UQ need to start attacking as a team, because right now they're in drips and drabs and are getting nowhere fast. But Interface is on that top level, locking it down. Oz is there as well. Frank is in that front window, and somehow IDKFA have got back into position. The back wall has now been blown. There is XPAS putting the landmines up at the rear spawn exit. 8 minutes and 56 seconds on the go. UQ have to make this next attempt pierce a hole, and they pierced a hole straight through. Raveneye on this top level, backed up by Jaffo, has just sieged through the defense that was there, and IDKFA are going to come all the way back. They're going to pick off Raveneye. He will get gibbed, and that has left XPAS the only engineer up. He's been downed, he's been gibbed, and the medic work from UQ in this match has been a little bit suspect. Jaffo double MP40 frag and gets the gib. Nice work from him, but his teammate Jauhis will look at the dead bodies of their engineers and will look on in dismay. Three medics are forward, 2 engineers are dead. Those engineers have now respawned. The question is, will the Axis team be able to filter them out? They are not going to respawn in time, I don't believe. Mystic has come to give them a helping hand, and the Axis respawn is not there. Saint is in position with the Panzerfaust on the spawn. UQ are ready to rock and roll. They have Jaffo and Saint on the spawn camp, and here comes Frack. Out he goes. Saint sees nothing making this move out of there. Saint will get picked, or Saint will not be disposed of. Silas and Frack have been so. Silas gets a revive at the back area. The gold has been moved as the construction's been completed, and Aussie has been gibbed by I think a grenade that bounced off the crane there. However, Sem down and out. The Panzerfaust will come in from Saint. Oh, that's nice from Saint. Godchild and Silas both down, and now they will move this gold away, and UQ have taken this one in their own time, in their own style, and very, very successfully. Raveneye double rifling, Godchild and Sem taken out like a Panzerfaust to the spawn there from Raveneye, and now Aussie will feel Raveneye's Garand just like his teammates did. Jaffo going through, drops Interface. He's not going to be able to get the give because there are 3 or 4 players there. Frack comes up in the back, but Jaffo has done his job. He has been able to move that truck all the way in front of Axis respawn, and with 7 minutes and 10 to go, UQ know there's just one final hurdle to go. Make sure they attack it cleverly, make sure they attack it as a team, and they will get a brilliant time here. But the IDKFA side are interested not in that. They push through. Frank has lost his life, but UQ have not got the objective away. This is where you need a field up support fire. Axis have put one in there on the main entrance, but XPAS has switched to field ups. 4 players in one big line, a Panzer, a field ups, or something, could move them away and not bring them back anytime soon, but that's not to be. Aussie 1-2 picks up Jaffo and XPAS. Down has dropped. Sam MP40 is in. Self-kills coming in from the IDKFA side, and if UQ do not get a good time here, they will blame themselves because, well, it's there to be blamed, but the IDKFA side will launch 2 support fires forward. Frack in 1. The second one will not get anyone, but the truck has now left the depot. 6:19 on the clock. IDKFA pushing all the way forward. They have 4 or 5 players going to make this charge up towards the Allied command post. Saint has switched to field ops, and now we see a support fire from the Allied side. But as Godchild comes up with 1 and 2 MP40, finally it takes Raveneye's grenade through his face to do the job, and now Raveneye will lead this truck away as the IDKFA side respawns. Xylos has switched to medic and is challenging down the remnants of that team. The clock looks to be set at about 9 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll see as Raveneye moves it over the hill. XPAS and Jaffo will guide its movement, send with the Panzerfaust to the teeth of Jaffo. And UQ have moved the truck away just in the nick of time, with XPAS finishing the deal. There it is. The clock is set to 9 minutes and 23 seconds. You're with ITG. We'll come back for possibly the conclusion of this match. We will see.
Quake 3, Counter-Strike. Quake 3, Counter-Strike. Quake 3, Counter-Strike.
Turn this car around if you do not shut up!
Quake 3 and Counter-Strike. And a whole lot more. This is the all-new family-oriented radio.
We wait on just one player to ready up. It is UQ Mystic. Then we're going to get what could be the final 9 minutes and 30 seconds of this cup, or of this match underway. UQ have set the time. 9 minutes and 23 seconds is that time. It is an aggressive, fast time, but there is no doubt about it, it is beatable, and IDKFA will have to do that in 3, 2, 1. We are fight with UQ about to push forward with, IDKFA about to push forward. Rifle dropped in from Xylos will connect with nothing. XPaz is going to lead the charge forward. Saint drops a nice clever little grenade backwards. It does a lot of damage to Frack. Frax Thompson has finished off. Saint self-kills come in, and UQ have lost 4 players here. Now is the time to push. UQ have self-killed with 4 players out, and there's nothing coming at them. They've been allowed to do that. They've been allowed to get back in position. And now IDKFA are up against it here on this top level. Mystic will push forward. He's got Xylos down beneath him. Mystic again jumps over his opponent. Xylos tosses his grenade into the wrong area. Rifle nade out from Xylos. He's got a landmine just in front of him at that doorway. He drops a rifle nade into nowhere. And Godchild will make the push forward. In fact, he did some damage to Jaffo there, but here we go. The self-kills are going to cost UQ here. They may pay the ultimate price. Frack dropped by Mystic. And as they... 3 people self-killed with an engineer running towards them through that main entrance. Crazy. Anyway, here we go. Godchild blown away by Raven Eye's rifle nade as we spy Interface being... Gonna get the frag on Saint there. Jowhis' grenade comes forward, sends Interface away, but not before Interface dropped 2 Thompson frags and a grenade. Nicely done by the Estonian. UQ send 4 players all the way forward and 5 players self-kill. 5 for effects in position. Godchild and Frack are going to make it, and... IDKFA will look at this and say, why haven't we planted yet? They're dropping 5 people out of position to come and get us. We should be planting, and they're not. And if UQ can make this pay, then they are going to take this map, and they only need to put on another 2 or 3 minutes here on this first stage. They've already put 90 seconds on the clock, and this is a time game, remember. Raven Eye, 1 grenade, Rifle nade follows it up. Sam and Jowhis will seal the deal. Self-kills coming in from the UK side, but Jowhis will hold the fort. Interface behind Jowhis is going in for the knife, and in a EuroCup match like this, knife frags are one thing, but grenades in the back that then do nothing to you are going to cost you. Panzerfaust comes in from Sem. XPaz is left on his lonesome on the bottom level, joined up by Jowhis. 7:15 on the clock. Jowhis is down and out for the count. Frack is going to make his way forward, met by Raven Eye's landmine, and here goes Godchild into that bottom level, picked up by XPaz's MP40, and they're not shooting back. XPaz has himself... had himself 10 HP. You could have tickled him and he would have died, but they did not even want to tickle him. Ozzy will make his way forward, tosses a grenade down, and Ozzy will self-kill. Xylos will self-kill. You've got UQ totally out of position, all hanging down on the stairways. You've got 2 people on that bottom level, and IDKFA are self-killing. I don't understand it. Sam is going to make his way forward. 6 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock. Frank dropped by XPaz's MP40. Remember, IDKFA did win ice from UQ. And perhaps, I don't know, perhaps they felt they could not win the other maps against UQ, so they went for an unorthodox map. And that was why. I don't know. I could be very wrong here, but XPaz and Jaffo have come in with 2 quick frags there, and UQ have locked down this bottom area once again. Mystic Grenade, XPaz MP40, sublime stuff. Interface will follow suit as Jaffo comes in with the MP40. XPaz now will run forward for the self-kill, as will Saint, as will Jaffo, as will Mystic. 4 players out of position there. Mystic, in fact, will hold on. Raven Eye will push forward and self-kill. 4 self-kills coming in. And IDKFA cannot answer it. Sam has pushed forward. Panzerfaust, 1 man. And if that's all you got, then IDKFA are in trouble here. 5 minutes and 53 seconds to go. I have seen UQ full hold this first stage for a long time. For the full time, or almost the full time. It was where Mystic didn't die the whole match. Was that against Creaturin? I can't remember who that was against. Warning or Creaturin, one of those 2 sorts of teams. And that was pretty impressive. I wonder if they're going to do it again. Interface and Mystic go exchange blows, and it's XPaz's grenade that will deal with Mystic. And now, here come the IDKFA side. Rifle nade up to the top level. 5 for effect is down there. Then comes another Panzerfaust shot to the bottom level. 5 minutes and 20 seconds on the go. Jessex double artillery frag up. Godchild and Frack both down. Ozzy follows suit, as does Saint. And it is a very, very busy IDKFA graveyard. If you pull down your console, it's not nice reading. Then comes Saint with another frag. UQ are dying to the choice when they hit the self-kill button, not because IDKFA have anything to do with it. Godchild pushes forward with a grenade. He takes himself out rather than taking down Jaffo, who's still got full health. I can't believe that. Rifle nade going through from Raven Eye to the bottom level. Mystic coming in with the MP40. Rifle nade from... someone bounces off that wall. XPaz is down. Mystic, though, answers back with 2 MP40 frags as he pushes down low. Make Godchild team kills Frack, and Mystic will finish it off. This is a comedy of errors from IDKFA, and UQ are laughing at them very, very hard. Aussie the Panzerfaust, they've switched from Sem being Panzerfaust to Aussie, and Aussie does no better. And Saint spams great shot, and they are loving every minute of this. They really have this one in the bag. This map is over, and there's still 4 minutes to go. Joukis grenade, Xylos down and out for the count. And as Aussie pushes forward and self-kills, Interface will move that truck, and with that truck going down there, you're only helping UQ, who will use it for cover. It sits in that doorway that does offer them a full block of cover. No Panzerfaust can go in. Godchild drop down. Frack is there as well. Frack will push forward. Thompson Frag dropping Joukis. Frack now making his way up the stairs is going to be challenged down by a combination of Joukis and Mystic. And as Saint pushes forward, self-kills any second now. Grenade will split up his opponents. It did do a little bit of damage to Aussie. The X-Pass has gone through. And this is another push forward for the self-kill. Godchild, Thompson Frag has dropped Frack again. The team can revive this time. Xylos with the rifle nade, and here come IDKFA. The rifle nade is there. Oh, and the landmine from Raven Eye saved them. 1, 2, 3 with that landmine. It was Sem and Xylos who got split apart there. And UQ have their supply depot defense well and truly locked down. Jessex, aka Saint, comes up with 1, 2, 3 nice frags, as Sem and Interface will just hold off on this middle section. Saint is going to push forward. They need Sem in position. He's been dropped again and gibbed, and that is that. Raven Eye puts that nice little landmine down in that doorway that picked up 2 frags just moments ago. 3 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock here. Sem goes down with a hop, a skip, a jump, and a Panzerfaust in hand. Grenade goes through from Sem. It does not get Joukis. Joukis is going to be challenged down. Sem obviously doesn't have a charge or something, as he is in a whole world of trouble, and in the end, Joukis will devour him, as he does with Xylos as well. And IDKFA have simply not shown up on this assault here. They really have not. Godchild is going to make his way up to the flag, and IDKFA may just have it here because they have Aussie on the middle section. They do have the flag, and the dynamite will go down on the bottom level. The depot gate has been planted, and 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. IDKFA, it's simply not possible for them to win this game. The truck can't move that fast, and UQ are just going to hold off. Saint is just standing still on the bridge. He's a flamer. Saint is going to have some fun with this as the smoke goes down, and UQ are going to embarrass their opponents rather than play them here. And well, this could be interesting. Flank with the Samer picks up the barbecue, and now it's cooking away, and Saint will get dropped after not picking up a single frag. Jaffo, though, comes up with 1, 2, 3. Nice stuff from UQ. It might not be a flamer, but it was equally as powerful as IDKFA make the push forward. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. They're still playing. They still believe they can do something. Mystic K43 does it. Landmine coming in from X-Paz. Interface. Thompson frag drops Mystic out. He goes. 1:37 on the clock now, and this is all but over here, as Interface will push down to the right-hand side. Janhu's K43 has finished off Aussie. The truck has not made its way over the hill just yet, and UQ have 2 players. They have 2 snipers on the top level. Rifle nade from Xylos picks up 1. X-Paz is still sniper, and he's going to get they're all K43s here. UQ have a whole team of covert ops that are being picked apart here, and UQ will take this victory with ITG. And this is a song that Milk sent me, so maybe it will give them good luck for the 3rd and decisive map, because most certainly this has been a game of 2 halves, and in the second half, IDKFA have not even been on the server. Oh, that was good. Yes, that was almost as good as playing Brittany or something like that, but you would never do that, because otherwise Blubja would just, well, just explode with excitement at the possibility of listening to Britney Spears. So, we have ourselves 6 players on both sides. We have ourselves a server that's working. And, to top it all off, we have just 7 players left to ready up. I won't lie, so far this game has been about as exciting as watching Plu, formerly of Tace and SD, eating pizza, which he does on an hourly basis. Let's hope that SW Gold Rush can give us a slightly more even affair. On Ice, it was like watching paint dry, and then on Supply Depot, whilst UQ's attack was exciting and new and innovative and all over IDKFA, UQ's defense was about as one-sided as the Cold War. So, really, we're hoping that SW Gold Rush can bring us some excitement I know that some time ago, UQ used to actually be quite powerful on this map. Whether that is still accurate or not, I don't know. But everyone plays SW Gold Rush, so you have to hope that IDKFA are ready. We had the elimination, they didn't want Broldorf, they didn't want Radar, they wanted this. And I can understand why UQ did not want Radar, because they did not want memories of their game versus U96D and that Panzerfaust from Knight. Well, Sam and Ozzy have certainly not shown the same prowess with the Panzerfaust that Knight has done, so I don't think that should be too worrying for them. But IDKFA are going to have to come up with something special here, and right now, they just aren't doing it. They just aren't doing it. However, they did take Ice. You gotta wonder the motivations behind picking Ice. A, it's crap. B, no one plays it. And C, no one plays it, and I think that's why they picked it. But I don't know. Perhaps it's their home map. And perhaps that's because no one plays it. Either way, it's a crap map. You're with ITG. We're going to be back in just a moment with the conclusion of this match.
Would you like some of this?
Rocket launcher LG style and a nice jump pad assault on the quad damage by Ricky. He bounced with the rocket and Paul Wall's going to pick up that quad.
Or some of this?
Third Templar in front, killing off several zealots. Nicely done here by Pirhus. He's pushing back Puerto Rican slowly but surely. He's got a Dark Templar to deal with.
How about both?
I love you. I love you too.
This is Radio ITG.
4, 3, 2, 1. IDKFA versus UQ is live once again on the third and decisive map. We are on SW Gold Rush with IDKFA lining up on the Axis side of Aussie, Frag, Silas, Godchild, Sam, and Milk. And on the UQ team, we have lost 2 players. By Jove. Jaffo has reconnected to the server. Who else are we missing? We are missing Saint. How could we miss Saint, honestly? So, this is a good time to, well, pay some bills.
Spare change. It's everywhere. Under the couch cushions, in coat pockets, all over the inside of your car, you name it. And with all that spare change lying around, you can book your very own server with Game Daemons. For as little as $2.80 an hour, you can reserve a Half-Life or Unreal Tournament 2004 server when you need it for as long as you need it. Especially great for scrims and matches for teams that can't afford the monthly rates of those other server hosts. Game Daemons' new booking service allows you to rent a server exactly when you want to use it and pay as much as you would spend at the arcade for a night of DDR. Go dig those quarters out from under the sofa and book a server with GameDaemons.net today. It's fast, it's easy, it's reliable. It's Game Daemons.
Let's do some shoutouts while we wait on this game to get underway once again after the players have reconnected. This actually been the last time I get to do some shoutouts for a while, so big shout out to the admins that made this possible, to Angry Kid, to Luna, to Blubja, who is just enjoying every minute of this, and to Splodge as well, and the Talk ET Cup, as well as Otzi, and to Room Service, Witch King, Nelly, Flying DJ, Bar, and that's about it. I'm sure I've missed someone, and I'm sure in about 20 seconds I'll get a message from someone saying, "You didn't give me a shout-out." You're right. I did. I'm sorry. 2 players left already up. It's Ozzy and Xylos, and then we will get this game back underway. You know, it baffles me how they can be ready at one point and then now not ready, but now they are! And we're going to try for the second time to get this game underway on the third and decisive map between UQ Gaming and IDKFA. Live from the 141 Arena. 4, 3, 2, 1. We are go, go, go. With Mortar Raveneye about to take aim and fire, and we'll see whether he does actually get someone there as the mortar rains in absolutely nowhere, does not land a frag, and UQ Pantherfaust coming out for Xylos, 1-2, nice stuff, X-Peasant and Saint both down, and this match has erupted into action right now. Jowis will combine, and Godchild and Milk will hit the deck. Go, go, go! with Mortar Raveneye about to take aim and fire, and we'll see whether he does actually get someone there as the Mortar rains in absolutely nowhere, does not land the frag, and UQ Pantherfaust coming out for Xylos, 1-2, nice stuff, Xpaz and Saint both down, and this match has erupted into action right now. Jowis will combine on Godchild, and Milk will hit the deck after Jowis got picked up by Milk, and now it will be Jaffo to make the assault through the old command post route and into the side entrance, and Frack will just get annihilated by Saint. Jowis took aim, but Saint took the kill right from his fingertips as Milk gets grenaded right up and over the wall. Ozzy is there, they have the tank, Xylos is back as Rifle Nade, no longer as the Panzerfaust, and now it will be Xylos' Rifle Nade that takes apart Godchild whilst he was in the middle of a 1v1 as Raveneye will go through. Mystic is there, Raveneye and Mystic, two of Europe's greatest enemy territory players, lay siege to Ozzy, a EuroCup semi-finalist himself, and the Swede will come back momentarily, but for the time being, Raveneye's going to lead the charge in. Rifle Nade comes in, but he got picked up by Sem there, and now Sem, formerly of Drowned Cows, of course, we will spy Xylos and Godchild in that main entrance, grenading through. Frack, MP40, Xpaz, Thompson coming in, Xylos down, Jowis is there, and UQ push forward into the side entrance, but Sem says goodbye, and he absolutely annihilates them as they pushed into that side entrance, and UQ, if at first they don't succeed, well, they'll respawn and respawn again. Raveneye going to make his way through the front entrance now. Rifle Nade leading the charge in. Sem is there to stop it, but Mystic's about to back him up. Grenade has held Mystic up, and Raveneye has made the assault. He hops, he skips, he rans Sem down, but Ozzy to the rescue, screaming, "No, Sem, don't die!" And now IDKFA will lock down the side entrance. Godchild is there. 13 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock here with ITG TosspoT as we move forward with Mystic and Frack going to be challenged down by Mystic and Raveneye. Rifle tried to double them both out as IDKFA look like they're pushing full for a self-kill UQ style, and maybe they're going to have some fun with this one. We shall see. 13 minutes exactly on the clock. And IDKFA will be very happy with their Gold Rush first stage defense. So far, they've looked pretty damn good. Godchild and Frack are there. Double MP40 Frack dropping Raveneye and Saint as Mystic comes in and gets a Rifle Nade up his buttocks, as Jaffo will now look at his dead body, say a little prayer, and Xpaz will make his way in from that side entrance. Jaffo going forward. UQ are now on the ascendancy slightly as they have control of the side entrance. Xpaz picks apart Sem. Self-kill comes in from Frack, and now we're going to have a full allied respawn as full Axis respawn as they push forward to reclaim this tank. Ozzy, Frack coming in to kill a piece, and now it will be Frack just sitting on top of that tank with an MP40. Milk and Ozzy look like they've reclaimed the side entrance, but they're going to get challenged down by Xpaz, or not. Ozzy Luger frag dropping Xpaz. Mystic picked up by Xylos' K43, and Milk is in position at the side entrance. A little lean, a little grenade. Jowis is about to come around that corner right now. Bye-bye. Grenade goes through. Jihad. But Jowis is going to be backed up by Jaffo, who goes down, and self-kill comes in from the UQ side. 3 minutes have passed, and the tank has not been touched by the UQ gaming team. Perhaps this is the return of IDKFA, and they are in a good position to push forward. Grenades forward through that front entrance. Perhaps picking Ice was because they knew they couldn't win Supply Depot and they wanted to leave some other maps that they could win from UQ. I don't know. Xpaz has gone forward with the landmines in position as we spy Sem going to make his way forward as the tank still remains in one piece as Xpaz Thompson frag comes in on Sem. Excuse me, hiccups. 11 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Jaffo comes in from that side entrance. Xpaz is dealt with accordingly by Sem. And IDKFA have this whole area locked down, and already UQ are really on the back foot here. Xpaz trying to make his way up that back alley has been disposed of by the K43 of Xylos, and Sem was there as well to add to the pain. But UQ seem to be running the same strats for the past 2 minutes. 4 to the side, Mystic and Raveneye to the front. Let's see how we do. Well, Mystic has just got a Rifle Nade bounced off the wall from Xylos. Raveneye now going to have to go it alone, and he does not a thing. Ozzy will compound his pain with a MP40 to the face, and now we have 4 to the side, they'll make their way in. It's Jowis and Jaffo, gonna pick up Saint, and Xpaz has already been killed. They'll make their way forward. Godchild will get dropped by Jowis. Jowis then will meet Milk. Jaffo will get dropped. Good quick revive coming in from Saint, who backs away, doesn't want to get killed. He's gonna get Jaffo's gonna follow the same suit. He'll be out for a long spawn now, and at the main entrance, Saint and Mystic are gonna, Raveneye and Mystic are gonna make their way forward, and they are, pretty much having the repetitive strain injury. That's pretty much the way it goes. But 10 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock. We'll see whether they can do anything different, whether they can change it up somewhat. Grenade going to come forward, and Xylos will back into position. So far, UQ have been, repetitive as hell. And we have 5 minutes on the clock fully for a full tank hold. So as 5 minutes, leaving 10 minutes on the clock. That's good stuff for IDKFA. It's already put them as favourites for this map. Raveneye and Mystic will come in through the front entrance. Raveneye going to make his way down towards the command post, backed up by Saint, and Jowhis has made his way forward. Now they're going to try. This is Ozzy and Sam will combine to down Jowhis, pick up Godchild, and the 3 medics of IDKFA are still up and ready to roar as they drop Jaffo. The double J combination is down. Godchild makes a second frag before Saint comes in, and now we'll have to pick up Raveneye. Almost lost him getting gifted. XPaz is in on the tank. He's got it. XPaz on, off. Frax landmine, take down the teammate, and they will get that tank away. Better late than never. The tank has moved, and IDKFA are going to have to get down towards that barrier where I spy Frack going for the construction with my little eye, and he is doing so almost unopposed right now. He has near full HP, and here come the UQ side. It could all be over for Frack. Frack still running away. Drop down. Xylos will try to get that on his respawn, and here they come. Sem and Xylos. No, they just need a sliver left on that, and they can construct it. They have one of them pinned in under the bridge. The rest of the team go now under the bridge and towards it. Sem is dropping landmines. They know that they might not get this. They have 3 engineers to try for it, though, and the UQ side are not locking it down. Mystic Thompson frag. Engineer is going to go for it. Oh, Frack's going to get cut down by the tank-mounted MG42 of XPaz, and Raveneye's grenade has dropped Sem as well, and they just won't get towards that construction point anymore. The tank will push forward, and UQ now will have to make sure they can get this bank quickly. No complications, nothing getting in the way. The command post is no longer in Axis hands. 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go as Milk, Ozzy, and Godchild hold off in the middle. Now the Jag Panther edges its way around towards the bridge. Raveneye in the driving seat. Godchild's MP40 is going to stop XPaz, who was in fact moving that tank, not Raveneye, and Jaffo now is going to have to move it and get it in position. That tank has been blown up, and they will have to repair that as Xylos will go in for the construction of the tank barrier. We'll get it. 7 minutes 56 on the clock. Grenade coming forward from Sem. Sem is going to just hold off in the side room as now Saint, Mystic, and the 2 engineers will just lie in wait and try and get that tank moving. They need to be quick about this. Time is not on UQ's side. Dynamite has gone in at that command post from Xylos, and that's a nice little move there. XPaz has been picked off by Xylos' K43, and he certainly won't be defusing it, and the Italian may have secured the command post. Nicely done. Xylos in position. Jaffo there too. He will make his move under the command post, picks himself up a Thompson for his troubles, and 7 minutes and 27 seconds on the clock. This is not looking good for UQ. They haven't got it. Xylos' grenade has rained down upon Jaffo. Mystic is now in that same position thinking, oh, how did that happen? And Xylos' dynamite is about to blow on the command post. He's got it. He runs away. Oh, and he's just going to get cut down by Jaffo's Thompson right in the nick of time because Xylos was about to put pliers to the test. And Raveneye and XPaz will finish off that command post, and now they have to get the tank. I hate to remind them, but the tank is slightly more important. But so here we go. XPaz drops down. We'll go for the repair. Raveneye is charging for a rifle nade, I believe. The tank is now moving into position. 6 minutes and 49 seconds to go. The tank is taking grenade damage. 1 grenade, 2 grenade, but it will edge into the corner. 3rd grenade goes up, and it has next to no. Xylos will finish it off. And now we're onto the bank stage as the tank takes aim, fires, boom. The bank doors are wide open, and now IDKFA must take the force of a UQ attack. Sem is defending spawn on his lonesome for the time being. His grenade does the damage. Mystic will run away. They'll clear 1 landmine up, and IDKFA have 2 to 3 people hanging around the bank area. Xylos and Ozzy have made their way out from the rear entrance and around towards the old MG42 position where we have Godchild and Frack in the main entrance, Sem in spawn, and Milk on the second spawn exit. The spawn entrance is down now, though. Sem has been picked up, and Milk will self-kill, and that looks like it will just take a few seconds before they get their positions back up. 5 minutes and 58 seconds now on the clock, and UQ need to start doing something. They have to set a time here, otherwise it's IDKFA's to win. There's no doubt about that. And if they do set a time, then they can't hope for a full hold, because a full hold from IDKFA could push us to a 4th map. UQ have Raveneye and Jaffo going over the middle. 5:37 on the clock. Raveneye is going to get down. They're going to fall like a pair of dominoes there. Jowhis was down next to them, watching the fun, and the dynamite blows on that truck barrier. Here we go. Panther Faust from Saint connects with 1. Frack is the man, and Frack has been dropped. Around to the right-hand side, we look on this bridge. Jess is there, aka Saint. They push through towards towards Saint on that bridge. It's Raveneye there as well. He has the... Right, well, he's just got a pistol out at the moment. And Jao has Thompson frag, drops Xylos, self-kill comes in, and this is what UQ were waiting for. They're going to send one over towards the second spawn exit because they knew they were respawning. Jao with the grenade is going to take away Xylos. This is time to perfection, and Xylos just fades away into the wall. Jaffo, Thompson frag. This is poetry in motion right now. They've picked apart the defense with a sublimely timed attack, and now they just have to seal the deal as XPaz pushes in for the gold. Mystic will take it off him, and now with the team kill revive, Frag is the last hope for the IDKFA side. With 60% HP, he is down by the Garand of Raveneye. They will move the gold over from the front, and UQ Gaming can be very, very proud of that gold take. They waited, and even the last gasp to take down Mystic as he pushed the gold into the truck was not to be, as Raveneye pushes through. Where is Xylos? He will be looking to put his mitts onto this construction, and he is doing so. Grenade comes down, it pushes him off it. He's out of position, and now UQ will just try to move that truck slowly further, and it will just bypass the construction. There is to be no Scandinavia versus South type hold here, and UQ will pull this away. Looks like they're going to set up time of about 12 minutes, though, which is not going to be too great, as Godchild is going to try and put every possible second onto that, as Raveneye hops, skips, jumps. Panzerfaust will finish him off and give all the bodies around there as well. 3 players up for IDKFA, and they've got this OSS thing on their tag. I thought OSS was a clan, but never mind, maybe they're sponsored by a clan, I don't know. 3 minutes and 40 seconds on this clock. Fire for effect down at the old truck barrier 1 position. Xylos' artillery and landmine comes in on 2 teammates, and he's not a medic, so that was not the greatest idea. Panzerfaust raining in from Saint, dropping in on Sem. Frack down and out. Raveneye Mystic coming in with grenade and Thompson frags. Milk going to get picked apart by... Milk going to come up with the MP40 frag, picking apart Mystic, but XPaz will move that truck away, as Milk is the only one that could stop him, and his support fire will fall short, and UQ will move the truck away. They will set a time, and we will be back for the final half of this match. It is something like the final countdown, you could say, and if I had that song in my playlist, I would be playing it right now. You're with Inside the Game. We will be right back in just a moment to see the conclusion of IDKFA versus UQ. It is the final countdown, and here we go. We are live with Saint spawning back as a pan, could say, and if I had that song in my playlist, I would be playing it right now. You're with Inside the Game. We will be right back in just a moment to see the conclusion of IDKFA versus UQ. It is the final countdown, and here we go. We are live with Saint spawning back as a Panzerfaust. Let's follow that. I had that song in my playlist. I will be playing it right now. You're with Inside the Game. We will be right back in just a moment to see the conclusion of IDKFA versus UQ. It is the final countdown, and here we go. We are live with Saint. Spawning back as a Panzerfaust. Let's follow that very quickly. UQ versus IDKFA. UQ must hold on for 12 long minutes, because if they don't, it's game, set, and match. Saint with the Panzerfaust misses, and the brick wall stands firm. Oops. And now the fire for Vic will come in on that side entrance. IDKFA have 2 frags coming from Sem, and Frack is right at the back of that tank. Oh, it's been repaired, but he's been downed. Support fire will blow a Raveneye away if he's not careful. Xylos will just be there, too slow. Tank damaged, even though it moved just a foot. Just a foot it moved, but it was too little, too late. The tank may even have that old tank bug. I don't know, it needs to be grenaded perhaps. But UQ push through, and we'll get their landmines back into position. And wow, that was a quick start. Xylos coming through. He makes his way forward to PluGamesTV.org for the IP of the games, and now we have 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go. We have, that was a great quick push by the IDKFA side, and it just did not come off. They had, that's the element of luck that might give this game to UQ. Sem coming through that front entrance. Jauhis and Saint come up with 1. Make that 3 for Jauhis there. Jauhis make it 4. Oh, nice stuff from Jauhis. And he can finish the deal with a Luger on that side entrance before self-killing. And IDKFA. Sem will make his way forward through that front entrance. Xylos is there as well. Xylos going to get picked apart there. Jauhis coming up with K43 and, Jauhis 1-2 MP40. Mystic is following up that with an MP40 as well. And IDKFA, look at them. They're dead. They're just dead without a chance. The Aussie is going to make his way forward through the front entrance. Sem edging through towards that side entrance. Saint comes up with 1, make it 2. That was a team kill though. Jauhis with the MP40 has dropped Sem. And now it's Aussie and Frack going to go through towards the side entrance. IDKFA are there. Expands with the MP40 is going to drop Frack. Aussie in this main entrance all on his own. He's dropped a headshot in, but Raven Eyes K43 will seal the deal as 2 players came around from the right hand side to pick him apart. And it took 3 players to take him down. Through the main entrance they go. Xylos in on the tank. He's around the back of the tank, and he has the cover. He's dropped in the back once again. Oh, lightning has struck twice as the grenades rain in from UQ to take apart this tank. It is still 50% not damaged, and UQ can't finish it off. They have more grenades coming in from the back. They've just run out of grenades, and here come... Oh, IDKFA gonna get... No! Godchild's last body as he flew through the air was just too little, too late, and that was close right there. The tank has been repaired twice by IDKFA. It has moved 2 feet, but the tank has not been stolen. No. Frack will hold off on this main entrance. 9 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Here with ITG TosspoT as we finish off. IDKFA versus UQ. Xylos making his way through the front entrance. Dropped down, not Gibbs, but Aussie, his medic, is going to get picked apart, and Sem, his second engineer, is down and out for the count in the front entrance. UQ have Raveneye and Saint on the prowl, and Milk will pick up Sem. The 2 of them will try and make their way through. The Dutch combination will make their way through the front entrance. They combine on Saint, but Saint's already put a fire for effect down on that main entrance. Jaffo will drop them, and Xylos has been gibbed instantly. Sem, though, in on the tank, and they just swarm around him like fat people and ice cream. And with 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go, the UQ are getting nowhere. IDKFA are getting nowhere, but they have been so close to getting everywhere. Xylos will make his way through this front entrance. He in particular will be feeling so disappointed for an engineer to put the pliers to that tank 2 times and get it nowhere. Just a touch disappointing as Raveneye makes his way through that front entrance. He is going to push forward and go for a rifle lead onto Spawn. This could be interesting. Milk is the one that's seen him, and Milk will get sent orbital by that Raveneye shot. Onto the side entrance we go. Saint pushing forward. He's got 1. He's not going to get 2. He and Zhao, his combination on that side entrance, have been dropped by Aussie and Sem, who med up and move around to this side entrance. Sem tossing a grenade through towards his right-hand side. He crouches down, trying to hide, not to be, and Aussie will follow suit as Jaffo claims his second Thompson frag. 8 minutes and 3 on the clock as Xylos going forward to this main entrance here will just edge through, and now the UQ side are just starting to grow in a little bit of confidence, and with every minute they put on, they edge away memories of that terrible first stage attack that they did. And Godchild Thompson frag in. He'll reload, move around to the right hand side. He's just going to get swarmed out though. He ran into an army, and you don't face the firing squad unless you got a gun. Now, Raveneye holding off on that front entrance. He spies 3 players making their way through, but just as he got the kill on the engineer, the medic was following suit, but down he went from Jaffo's Thompson, and now the IDKFA side are going to split up. Godchild to the main entrance. There is Frack making his way forward. X-Pads with the kill. K43 coming in from Raveneye as Milk will go forward to that front entrance. Not to be as he self-kills, and IDKFA are struggling from what is a very aggressive UQ defense. And they're struggling to beat it, even though they will think they should have had that tank that first time. They will think they should have had that tank that second time. And maybe Lady Luck is about to shine on UQ Gaming. Raveneye with a rifle nade coming in. Jauhis 1, make that 2. Oh, that's his second hat-trick of the game now. Jauhis looking for 4. Self-kills. Not going to get it this time. Raveneye and Mystic. Grenade and MP40 combo dropping Aussie and Sem. And IDKFA have to try again. Xylos will make his way through this front entrance. He has the Thompson, he has the pliers, they're out, and Raveneye will stop him, but he got a fair bit done on that tank, and now it's a question of whether Frack can finish it off, and as he just reaches out, that outstretched arm was just picked apart by the Thompson bullets of Jaffo, who does exactly the same to his Dutch teammate Milk. And now Godchild is going to feel the wrath of UQ Gaming as he went for the revive. Ozzy cut down on that front entrance. Xylos is still there. Xylos waited for the self-kill. Jaffo, though, is going to pick him apart at the back. Is he? He's already done half the work. Third time lucky for IDKFA. And they have moved this tank away. And Raveneye now will hop, skip, and jump down towards this first tank barrier. And now the whole UQ side will move in, and it will be very difficult to stop Raveneye from constructing this. The tank is not moving towards it at all, but Raveneye has run out of charge. He has used one of his rifle nades, and that will offer a glimmer of hope. Will Lady Luck shine on UQ Gaming once again? No, Milk coming in with the Thompson frag, dropping and giving Raveneye. Nicely done, and the tank barrier remains intact. It remains unbuilt, and now Godchild will make his way down to the side entrance. 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go. This is tense stuff right here, as the Allied side, will lose out on the tank barrier. Raveneye on the respawn finishes the job. Panzerfaust coming in from Sem as Xpaz and Jauhius down, and that's a third frag coming in, so 3 down, full spawn for the UQ side. Xpaz is not Gib, though, if they can get a revive, but they must simply concentrate on holding off their opponent for the time being. Xylos will come forward, Grenade will stop him, and will Gib him. Mystic and Raveneye combine on him, and Frack, though, will finish off the dynamite. No medic, no cover, no nothing. No element of teamwork in that whatsoever. And as the tank sits ready to rock on that main entrance, UQ, who had 3 down full spawn, are now getting nowhere. Satchel Charge comes up on that command post, but the important factor is this tank barrier. Command post means diddly until you can get past the tank barrier, and until you can get that tank into position. So, here we go. UQ going to make their way forward. There is Raveneye. Self-kill comes in. 2 self-kills for the UQ side. Jauhis's grenade has blown Xylos right over the top, and Jauhis, who's had an absolute stormer of a match so far, certainly man of the match here for this map at least. Jaffo will challenge him overall, and as I say that, Godchild and Frack come through and feel the pain of Jaffo. 4 minutes and 30 to go. Jaffo is just sitting at that side entrance, and they're not even shooting back. He's sat at the side entrance shooting to access spawn, and he walks away after unloading a full clip with 96 HP. UQ look like they're going to take this one. 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go, as that dynamite is, it's just a landmine that's at that truck barrier right now, and IDKFA are getting nowhere. Godchild tops of frag, drops in on Jaffo. Godchild and Xylos, backed up by Ozzy, will try and hold off, but there are the grenades coming in. 1, 2, and Jauhis makes it 3 with the MP40, finishes off that, and Saint will come in on Sam. And now we have the truck barrier in position. Saint will put a landmine down on the side entrance. Xpaz is there. Ozzy with the grenade going through. And here we go. Frack and Xylos going to make their way around from the side entrance. But Jesse with a double landmine kill. And the dynamite is yellow on the dynamite on the barrier here, but he could get stopped in his tracks. And the medics pick him up though. Oh, the medic has been blown away, but he may get it. The knives come in. Mystic fights away for the knife frag. And Raveneye double landmine will take out his teammates. The revives come in, and the revives will offer a wall as well, and UQ have held off here. Ozzy double Thompson, Godchild Thompson frag, Xpaz, Raveneye and Mystic both down, and 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go on the clock. That tank is broken, that barrier is not built, and this game is all but over. UQ have again on their defense been stubborn, and they repair the tank knowing that the dynamite is not blown, knowing that they need to, they do get the dynamite in now, and with that will offer them 2 minutes and 25 seconds. That means they've got to get that tank around. That will offer them 1 minute and 55, say 30 seconds for the tank. They've got to do it on that first attack. If they don't, and they have to take down this barrier as well, they have to think logistically now. They have to think of time, they have to think of what they've got, and what they have to do in that time. So, Ozzy will make his way forward into spawn. Big shot from him. One. I thought he might get Raveneye in there as well, but no, it was Jauhis he took down. But Raveneye will push forward. Xylos, double dynamite frag. Mystic and Saint both down. Oh, I don't believe this. Raveneye's going in for the reconstruction. Oh, the tank just passes it, and that would have been adding insult to injury. Raveneye's been picked apart. Xylos is going to move this tank on full life forward. He has to get the tank into position. Don't dilly and dally and go off and do something else more interesting. There is Frack. Xylos has been dropped by the grenade of Saint. Frack above the command. He's still looking at the command post. No one cares about the command post with 2 minutes left on the clock. Stop caring about it. Xylos is going to move forward. The tank has to get into position quickly. Godchild, Xylos, and Ozzy combined. Jowis is the one that's going to try and stop them. The command post has now been blown. Xylos and Sem will just move this tank into position. It will now blow that door wide open. Godchild, he is being shot as he tries to make his way around from the right-hand side. Oh, he just gets there. He just gets there as the door gets blown open. There he goes. Godchild in for the gold. Milk has been dropped down on that main lawn. Godchild drops Ravenite. Sorry, Sem's tank now to the MG42 offering cover there. Godchild in the back of the bank. He has no HP. He's going to be sieged by 3 Finnish players. 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. Dynamite has him implanted, and the truck barrier will stand firm, so it doesn't matter what they do. This game is over. Sem, still a covert ops as well, will toss a grenade through. Dynamite is going down. I don't think it's possible. That would offer 40 seconds to get the truck home. That's maybe possible. Panzerfaust misses. Jaffo MP40 comes in with 2, and UQ are just going to sit in the bank. Saint and Jauhis are there. Ravenay is there too. And they know they've got 40 seconds, and in fact, they have a graveyard in front of that bank. Their teammates have picked them apart. 52 seconds on the clock. EuroCup 12. We'll see UQ push forward. They gave UQ a scare, did IDKFA, but really, when it comes to defense, UQ just look too good to handle, too hot to handle. And IDKFA have been beaten on 2 standard maps. They did win the crap map, but that got them absolutely nowhere. It just delayed the inevitable as UQ pick apart Aussie. And Aussie, the EuroCup silver medalist, will be relegated into the losers bracket. Xylos going through that side entrance. 20 seconds left on the clock. You've been with Inside the Game as we have brought you coverage of UQ winning 4-2 over IDKFA. And now we say, and Nelly gets it in 1. It was a bit of an anticlimax. You with ITG. This is Breaking Benjamin and forget it.